Mexicals live, the chat says yo. Cables twist like jungle vines, but the mouse pad centered perfect lines. Pale world tames and paleo seeds, Terraria caves where the torchlight bleeds. Fortnite drops when the squad rolls in, chaos on the desk, order within. Hey, it's Mystical, variety king, from creature balls to fairy wings. Friends in the call, chat spamming hearts, neat little world in a messy art. Plastic art, laughing through the night, desk like a storm, but the vibe feels right. Farms, one monitor fights, third one's memes from the chat highlights. Energy drink, tap, mountain grows, but the keyboard's clean, nobody knows. He'll build a palace, then blow it up. Squad revives him with the coffee cup. Every yell turns into a tale, community laughs, we never fail. It's Mystical, variety king, from creature balls to fairy wings. Friends in the call, chat spamming hearts, neat little world in a messy art. Plastic art, laughing through the night, text like a storm, but the vibe feels right. Late night raids, Terraria boss, Palea festival, never at a loss. Fortnite clinger, victory royal, but the real win's every shared smile. It's Mystical, sunrise on stream, empty cans, but we're living the dream. Pal world paleo, blocks in the sky, with the crew in the chat, we're flying high. Mystic war, chaos with a plan, hit that follow, join the fam. Neatness in the madness, heart on the screen. Mystical's world, best place I've been. Oh.
We are live. Welcome everybody. My name is MysticalLandSlide, and today we are going back and playing some Planet Crafter. I know it had been a while. One of those, you always plan on going back to something, but you never do. So I decided today I'm going back to it. Let's see. King Orange says, yeah, streamed it a few times in the past. I was thinking about hopping back on when I got some free time, which has been rare. Exactly. That's kind of the way it's been with me. It's one of those I was planning when I had time, but that never works. Let's see, turn it down just a bit because I don't want that blaring in my ears literally the whole time. Yeah, I know they have the toxicity update. I never got that one as of so far. We basically just stayed with the basic game that I first bought. And of course, as usual, you'll have to remember where we are. I know we had just moved our base into this bigger spot. Don't know about you, but I can hear the music pretty loud. Back from ads. Yep. Let's turn that down, that back up. Yeah, I want it in the background, but not blaring. Because we have had times where people would say that it was over cutting me. Not in the middle of the lake anymore. No, we are actually up on the hill. If the lake comes up here, then we're screwed. Because we are... Yeah, the lake's... Let's see, this is wrong side. That lake's back over this way. Yeah. Yeah, I had moved it over here. I think we may be done with moving. Yeah, it's on the other side of this. it was starting to fill up last time. Now, the capsule will always be there, because as far as I know, you cannot undo it. Yeah, it's starting to build up even more. You can see it. Now, it was just... it was starting last time. I guess by the time I got done rebuilding everything and arranging and all that kind of stuff, we did do some adventuring before. It's titanium. So yeah, it's gonna be pretty far under. Because over here is the wall where all of the meteorites were hitting and everything else. So the capsule may actually be under the water now. So we'll see. That'll be interesting. You have to dive under the water just to get your breath of air. Yeah, I don't see it. Yeah, there's our air thing over there. It's that first one. And of course it's gonna be like, gonna get dark on me. Oh, there's the capsule. Yeah, it'll get there. Yeah, see, we couldn't swim before, so this is a big deal. It has gotten up so fast that we can actually swim now. Because before we were in the water, but it was not doing that. As in, couldn't get there as of yet. Okay. Cobalt ice. Yeah, these are all the construction, deconstruct. That's basic things. So this is only good for for getting a breath of fresh air. Okay. Ideally, we should not have to come over here too much anymore. Now that all this is over with, I just wanted to look around to see. If I could remember right, we had moved everything up here. So now, I'm trying to think what we had gotten the drills and the ore extractors. If I remember right, at the very last of it, we had come over here and put them down. No. As well as helping, you know, all of the stuff, we get random resources from the area as well. So, and we also have our rocket there, which I deconstructed before, and then had to go back and redo the whole thing. And we have some more of these. Yeah, veggie tubes. Things like that. It just helps with everything else out here. Things. Totally a me thing. You're lucky it just doesn't say stuff and things. Yeah, there's the stuff. That's me. Let's see. Yeah, we can sort it. And in the mood to play crime scene cleaner since Act 2 came out. A lot of things have been updating here recently. I know I had no updates in my Steam, and then all of a sudden 90% of the games I have installed require an update. So they must come out with a big thing for it. Love the names I have for my locker. Yep. Yeah, I shortened all these because I was tired. I didn't want to have to remember to redo them all. Okay, food growers. Let's see, I think we figured out that the beans have like the highest food that we can do. So that's why I planted a boatload of them in there. Oh, got stuck. Yeah, I put the heaters in there. My plant locker is called Feed Me. I could see that. Let's see, I think we were waiting to get the thing for algae, if I remember right. We're starting that, and of course then I realized that we need all these other plants just to get all this stuff to going, and I hadn't done it since. We have our gold things that we found. I have the capsule and the rocket. Let's So I put the heaters. I had a... What's that? It's one of the bigger heaters there. I fat fingered the inner early. Oh yeah, feed me some more. Oh, okay. Either one of those is understandable. Yeah, we are going liquid water going into lakes. I covered up my terraformation process, but that's so slow it doesn't matter. So we have the oxygen. The pressure is the thing that we're bringing up. Biomass is something that we need. That's why we need for the algae, if I remember right. Okay, that is messages, electricity, blueprints. Let's see, we got flower pot. Helps with oxygen, ore extractor, vehicle, let's see, where is it? Ah, right there, algae. Need that for the heat, which we're at 171 out of 2. I know it's going to take a while. I was doing more heat last time. Yeah, it's only doing 130 there. Pressure was 1. I think we tried to get all that up with the deconstructor. Be careful of that. I'm trying to think, what was we do? Because we had to make excuse me. We had the we made reactors. That's what we were doing. We were making reactors the last time because we have so much trouble with the things. Yeah, the rockets. Let's see. We have like one part that's needed for the rockets. There's Pickle. Let's see. We needed a piece of the rocket before we can make it. Yeah, the rocket engine right there. Super alloy, iridium rod, and uranium, which we have one that I found in one of the ships. We really need to do another one. Oh, hydration though. Heading to my kid's first soccer game. Nice. Make sure it's the soccer game and not the basketball game again. You'll be fine. Okay, beehives. Traffic is trash. Ah, I can imagine. Traffic is like that no matter what. It's hard to tell you, but it's all psychotic. Let's see, biomass. KG. Insects, animals. Wish you forgot about that. A lot of people would. Even with these gas prices. Oh yeah. Yeah, they always have an idea. Oh, when the gas prices go up, people will stop going places. No, they won't. They'll pay for it and they'll do it anyway. I know how people are. My grandmother was like that. She would go to town. It didn't matter. She wanted it and she was going to do it. And she would do or say anything she had to get there. Let's see. Got the water. I'll take one with me. Don't require too much water, but still. Okay. Let's go up here. I just want to see. Oh, reclaimed. See what is required for these. Single rocket engine now. I can do one of these. Had to pull up on the curve to drop them off and let them walk, otherwise they would miss it. Yep, that happened with my nephew. Just trying to get him to school, we had to do that. Psychotic. Hoping I can get there to see it. Yeah, we had to end up, what was it? 4 blocks away one time because there's so many people. It's lunacy. Okay, we need, let's see, there's pressure, heat. We do need heat. Display points of interest. I would like something like that, but we're not going to. There's GPS. So basically, for the heat, we need rocket engine, 2 super alloy, and cobalt. It's not that bad. should be able to get that. Let's see if it's under things is just what I was moving. Look at your computer to see what item you need the most and try to send that rocket. If I remember right, it was heat. Because with the heat, then we can do the algae. Yeah, right there. Grows underwater algae, generates biomass, place on surface water. Other than that, it'll just be oxygen and pressure. Pressure would be for a nuclear reactor, which would not be bad. But yeah. These lockers have pics now of what's inside. I believe so. Yes, they do. That is something new, apparently. Because I don't remember that. They just had the names last time. So it must be whatever is in the top. Only name them. Yep, same with me. But it did update, because I did do the update. Hello, Taken. Doing Lord of the Rings, yep. Which is amazing that I can actually do that, considering it is a, should be, a very copyrighted movie.
Why would you do that?
Hey, Smoke Meats! How are you? For those who have not seen yet, I did update my About Me. To follow Pickle on Kick, I had to make an account there. And so I was just writing a thing over there, and I figured out that it's actually a better About Me than the one I had on here. So I stole it, and I put it on here today. Let's see, cobalt, which I will need. Titanium, iron, yeah, iron is full, that's why the thing has it. So it looks like I've probably, from the looks of it, I have used the rocket. So I will have to make another one. Trying to remember what I had made that did that is probably, oh, it's probably that rocket thing. Okay. Nope, that is my inventory. I am looking for, yeah, right there. It'll tell me on here too. Shredder machine, that's something I was thinking of as well. Hey, cold duck soup. Raiding with party of 2, sweet. Let's see, playing Hogwarts Legacy. Yes, I saw that. I hopped in earlier, but I didn't say anything. We're doing bracing for the incoming weather. Ooh. Sorry to hear that, because then I'll be coming down here. How's it going, Cold Duck? Hope you're feeling better. Let's see. I know I had that thing, but I can't find it now. So we got the screens. And you have the basic stuffs. Stream took so much out of me, so I ended early. That is totally understandable. I mean, literally having back surgery and then coming back and instantly doing streaming. I don't know if even I could do that. So, you definitely are doing a lot. Try not to overdo it. That's number one. Because definitely don't want to overdo it. That's for sure. Okay, now I am probably going to have to go adventuring to see if I can either find the stuff for a rocket, super alloy, uranium, and rod. I think I have the stuff for that. You can keep that, exactly. Baseball-sized hail. Are you sure you're not near Pickle in his baseball game? Wouldn't put it past him. So we need one of those. There we are. Somebody actually remembered to do that. So now I have to write it down and post it where everybody can see. Let's see. Because it helps if I spell it right. Let's see. First I've only been streaming for 20 minutes, and now I'm the first person to actually take it. Totally not salty about the whole thing anyway. And take that up there. Cold duck soup is first second, as we all know. Let's see. What else is there for rocket? Super alloy. That's going to be the thing. The super alloy requires like one of everything. I probably don't have it. It's bioplastic. Yeah, I don't have a super alloy, so I'm going to have to make it myself. So that requires all the metals basically. Magnesium, cobalt, and aluminum. Which is not too bad, which I have some, so. Aluminum. I'll do 2 of those. When are the people just know you are first? That's what they all say. Letting other people get in first to change their It has nothing to do with the fact that you told me, King Orangey, that you never do the first, second, or third just out of spite. Has nothing to do with that, of course. We all know that. Let's see, we got magnesium, cobalt, silicon. Trying to remember the recipes is murder. I'll just tell you that. Did I do titanium? Yes. Okay. So one of those. You're right, but Make-A-Wish looks better on my resume. Exactly. Hey, cold. Yeah, cold. Smoked meats is at a 40. Very nice. And very appreciated. Now you spend your time here. Okay, so we got that. Rocket engine. And let's see. We already have one. Okay, what did it say we needed for the heat? The cobalt, if I remember right. Even if I have extra one, that's fine. Now we can go out and do it. My hydration is going down again. Good thing I brought one with me. Now the food, I think I have enough that I shouldn't have to break into my, survival. Another super. Remember that. Rockets require 2 super. So take one of those. And that's ice. One aluminum. Magnesium. Cobalt. Silicon. Titanium. And... oh. Okay, there we go. Accidentally hit the emote button. There. Another one of those. I just want to see the rocket go off. Not only does it help me, but it's hilarious to watch the rocket go. Okay, so we are doing asteroid attraction rocket. Okay, I remembered that before, but it also does heat multiplier. Okay, there we are. So I'll watch it. It's funny, it has solar panels. So, launch it. Yeah, you get to see it go off. Nice. Now, I'm not sure if it will come up with a thing telling. Oh, you can already see. Oh, meteors. Okay. There we are. Let's see what it attracts. Sometimes it's the uranium. And because I'm in a different place than coming down here. Oh, food level, of course. Okay. Which one did you send? The heat one. Ah, uranium. There we are. I need that because it's so stinking hard to find. Okay, get a little closer. Yeah, these are uranium. Apparently, which are kind of rare. Oh, I can see them flying through the air. It's worth it though. Now they will stay around for a little while afterwards, but not forever. So you need to get it. That one is uranium? Yep. I knew one of them was. Ah, there it is. Come, hop over. It's hiding on me. Saving all of its glowing goodness. Typical. Okay, now I do have to go back for air. See, one thing I always forget is these have air restrictions. As of right now. Once you start getting in the algae and things like that, it'll start producing some air after a little bit. So we definitely are working towards that more than anything, because I want to get free air. There we are. Okay. Beans, beans, beans. There we are. It is 201 for the heat. Yeah, that definitely sent it up 1,000 points. Let's see. Could do it for pressure as well. Usually wait till the asteroids disappear to pick up items unless I really need them. Yeah, well, I really need them. Because I am low on the power. I do know that for a fact. So I will be using that. Okay, so that is food. Put that there. We can start it off. Okay. Now, let's see. So we need 3 super alloys per rocket and 2 uranium, which I just got, so that works. Go out and get me some water, and then I will look. But you might as well use it because it's free. I'll go out and look some more. See what we can find. Now, I think it's only like 2 or 3 of these. Each one. But I do want to recheck it. Yep, because there's one right there. Let's see. I can't get to it. My uranium. Okay, there, it's starting to somewhat disappear. There it is. I need that for the rockets as well. And you have to, I think you have to have, is it 9? Before you can make a reactor? I think. So I definitely will need all I can get. And that is titanium, of course. Now, I thought I saw a green glow over here. Apparently, I didn't. Give it a little bit. Yep, there's some more. We're going to focus on our rockets for right now. Ooh, we got a lot of it. Just because they help so much. I mean, 1,000 times. When a lot of these other things are like, oh, it's 2 or 3 a second. And you got 1,000 times. So, let's see. Magnesium. It's gonna be a typical thing, not enough aluminum. And then the uranium will probably be what we'll be talking about the most at getting, that's for sure. Let's see, I will have to check out the power to see how that's going. We got 6. Okay, so out of aluminum we need, can do 2 rockets. I need 6 of all these. Barely enough cobalt. Let's see. Well, with all of it, I should have just enough. Nope. Okay, 3 more. Or no, iron, that's the one. Luckily, we have more than enough. Titanium. If it's not one, it's the other. Okay, we have 2 more. I'm always trying to do it because I can make an emergency shelter with that. I'll make sure I have enough. That's 1, 3, and 2. 6 of those. We will need 4 of those. Thinking. And rods. Don't think I have enough. I have 1 there. I think it requires 9 of each. It does. Here, I will have to find some iridium. Which I think could be over here. Yes, it is. It's red. I want to check these just be on the safe side. It acts like I've never been here before. That works. I had more than enough, so I can make some more. Those are also needed for heat. You have to make them into the rods. So 3, 6, 9. So that'll be enough for 2 engines. And then it'll be based on whatever I want to do. So that was, we used all the cobalt, so luckily I can just find it. I'll go in here. 1, 2. I think there's 1 in here. Yep. Okay, that's for heat. See what I need for pressure, because pressure was the other one. Oxygen was doing pretty good because I got those 400 and 500 times plants in my things, so I don't have a problem with that. Silicone for pressure, so we'll do that. Just need to get 1 more thing of silicone. Might as well do them back to back. Now, supposedly, you can put multiple rockets here and send them off, and it looks psychotic. Okay, space occupied. Yeah, there's 2 of them. They kind of freak out because there's 2 of them fighting for space. Looks like one of those multi-headed snakes. And of course there's going to be more of those. Oh! Refresh my air. Now, of course, they hit like the same spots almost every time. So there'll be more. I think it should be more uranium. Which is funny because it takes uranium to get uranium meteors to fall. There we are. There's one. Let's see. It's the center of it. Didn't do too well. So we'll go over here. I know I saw some against this wall over here. We'll go gather some of the fallen meteor and probably top up our resources because we did burn through quite a bit of them. I know I'm out of silicone and things like that. So. Oh, there's more meteors. But maybe sending off 2 in a row may not have been the best idea. Let's see, this is green. Yeah. And of course I'm in a new area, so it might move where they all spawn. Come. Over. There it is. Because... is it iridium? I think it should be, considering what I used to make it. Yes, it is. So each one spawns its own meteor. Which is fine. I can use all the resources I can get from it, so... Ooh, that one hit right there. Yeah, there's ice over there, which I believe is actually melting. Now, the iridium is not as important because I have these caves here. Okay. Stir up some, and iridium. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ah, we have enough. I think we also need... We'll need some more silicone too. Because these are all necessary for the the little air pockets that I make. And now that we have the algae thing, we need to look on it as well. Because we'll be able to start doing that in the water. I knew that was there. They're hiding them in the walls. And I think it's maybe a lot of iridium as of right now. At least from the looks of it. I was going to play this. It was before. I know that Shadow enjoys watching it. And he had asked me if I was going back to it. I'm like, when I get some time, I'm planning on it. Nope. Okay. We're getting rain from the skies of meteors everywhere. That's a big explosion. I got to looking on my YouTube and got quite a few views on it on my Planet Crafter long after I had posted them. Kind of shocked me a bit. So I figure it wouldn't hurt. Come back to it, see how it goes for a few times. Let's see what's that. Titanium, iron, yeah. We have more than enough iron as of right now, although it can go down pretty quickly, depending on what you build. I know building that whole new base up there took quite a bit. Had to go on a iron hunting trip. Now the terraformation up there is actually moving pretty quick, which it should. I mean, it's got 3,000 extra of all this moving, so I would hope it would move a little faster. I know we have oxygen and biomass, which I don't think you can send too much of that into space as of right now. Maybe when you get a little more stuff, but as of right now, I don't think so. Let's see. Yep, iridium. Well, I have a lot of that, which is good. Okay. Yeah, there we go. See, that's the veggie tube. Crafting. Right there. Need an eggplant. See, that's something I do not have yet. Grass spreader. Grows underwater algae, generates biomass, placed on water surface. We'll have to look at our energy as well. So I need to build. Which one is it? I don't think it's a veggie tube. Food grower right there. 15 energy on top of everything else. We are at 0.9. So we are going to have to do a little bit more. Luckily we have all this uranium, so we can make another one. Not enough, we should be able to get 2 rods out of it. And let's see, where is the generator? Right there. More super alloy. They have it out for me. Now the water is easy. It's the everything else. I'm gonna have 6 super alloy. Put that there. So I'm going to have to look. We don't have enough of this. We have enough for 1. Don't have enough silicon. So it looks like a resource run to me. I'm trying to remember, I think I have maybe 2 of these. Let's put all this up. Let's see, cobalt, magnesium. I had a second one I put over, I think it's somewhere over here. Luckily there is aluminum in these caves, and it apparently, I want to say it grows back. Basically it replenishes. So a lot of these do. At first I thought that, you know, once you've had it, that was it. But no, I've harvested out of here several times and everything comes back. So. Oh, hydration. And I don't have a plain water on me. Vehicle. Interesting. Nice. There we are. Needed some more aluminum. Ooh. I did not know that there's one of these over here. Of course, it's got a rocket engine. We'll take a squash because we will need it. Put that there. Iridium is easier to find than some of that other. Just goes to show if you go off in exploring, which I had explored a little bit, but I did not explore a lot in this cave. Mostly because my base was so far away, I couldn't get enough oxygen for it. But now that it's over here, I need to remember to look for it. I don't know if those... Oh, tier 2. Nice. We didn't... Got one silicone, that's it. Okay, magnesium, which we definitely needed. Technically, I don't know why I'm putting it back in there, considering I'm just going to use it. So, it's being a little on the silly side. But I do have a rocket, so if I need to send something else off into space, I can. Let's see. Oh. Yeah, my water is getting dangerously low. Okay, need to see what other rockets we can send up there. So we know we have pressure, we know we have heat. I think the others were GPS. Yeah. The GPS, and I do not have enough for that. The map information. So apparently there is like a mini map or something like that that does show up. Provides geolocation to the mapping screen. Now that would be nice, really. It would tell me where stuff is, hopefully. I'm almost thinking it would actually be better to do either the heat or the pressure. Just like everything else on here. Let's see what we got. We have that's just terraforming. Lake water collection. Collects and filters water from water surface, which it'll be a while. Let's see, out of oxygen, 60. It's kind of moving a little slow, which means I just need more power to do more the veggie things. Another biodome generates tree bark. That would be nice. It is moving up slowly, so that will get there. Flower spreader. Insert a seed, this to grow flowers in a small outdoor area. Let's see. I'm trying to think where the idea of when you get air is. Maybe on the terraforming screen. This is biomass stuff, which we're not even remotely near. Yeah. Okay, we need more power as of right now. Let's see, it requires 3 uranium rods. But it would be so nice though. We need explosive powder. Now that is in this area, I believe. Nope. It's in the other area. It has the gold things. And you gotta hop on the desk and get over because there's heat everywhere. Sulfur, sulfur, and iridium, which I can do. So if I get the stuff for another... What is it? Just another rod, I think? Unless I already have it. I have 2. Technically, I should be able to do one of those. It will put me out. It will black me out power-wise. But when I put it back up, it will be doing over 3 times, I think. And I need super alloy. See, I should have some of the stuff. Cobalt, magnesium. Yep. 3 of those. Take both of those. I need more of it. Definitely. Just enough for 3. Okay. So we have aluminum and iron I can put up. Quite a bit. We need just 3. And I need to put the chip in here. That way I can decode it. Get something free. GPS satellite rocket 2. Okay. Mildly useless, but it's there. Let's see, that's plants. There's seeds. Okay, so I need both of these. I need water. And we should have the stuff, because I can just deconstruct the other ones. That's what I thought. Yes, now I got the big one. The gigantic reactor. Okay, well, we got to put this low power. Can I not do it? Okay. That makes sense. Generates energy that powers all the machines on the planet. Okay. I don't know why it just decided to say no, but okay. Info power restored. Now we know what we're gonna do. We need power. Alright, get us that big one. 159. That works so much better. Now I do of course have all these because they were already been made, so I see no reason not to. I mean, the solar panels number 2 gives just as much as well as 1. Wind turbines don't give us a lot, but they're also extremely cheap. So I'm going to leave those for now. Okay, we have 1 rod and water. And still a bunch of that. So put the rod back here. I will put the water up for right now. To see, I could probably do that. GPS. Actually, I can. Like that. So I could skip to 2, in theory, as long as I have another microchip compass, because I already got it. So, wonder if you can skip ahead or if it requires in order. Let's see, it requires magnesium and 2 aluminum, which should have it. Now this is something I have not ever really seen anything about as of yet. Is the compass stuff, or the geolocation, whatever they want to call it. Now it may take my compass away at the top, but that's fine. Okay. Is it a second? Nope, just takes 2. It works. Ooh, and it has copper looking. Oops, I don't fall off. That was pretty. Now I probably want to make another one of those. Let's see that. Because, I mean, how can you do silicone, of course? How can you do a compass when you have no compass? So, yeah. I'm not sure if that one may have been a waste of a rocket. You never know. Yeah, so far, let's see. Got the torch, mining, and all that. I'm beginning to wonder if... Come on. Is it a screen, maybe? That's progress. We got that. Blueprints. Energy. Probably mapping, I would say, because it requires that. Shows a map of the surrounding area. It's the only one I don't have because it requires that. So I'll need 2 more silicon. Luckily, the air I did stay closer to where I started, and it's just wrong one. There we are. It's just because there's a lot of resources around here, and of course, I have been exploring around the area that I can remember, and it seems like the farther you go in, the less resources there seems to be. So my idea was to stay closer to where I have resources. And I don't mind having to go farther away for exploring. It's basically how I do it in a lot of other games too, so it's nothing I'm not used to already. Let's see. Some more aluminum while I'm here. Never hurts. Forgot I had the jetpack. Yep, that worked. There we are. Now I can just go ahead and gather all that. Oh, we got that back. And that's iron. Not that I don't like iron, but I just have so much. So. I don't know how long it goes. It's fast, so I'll take it. Okay. We should have the stuff for another one. And then we should have enough for the screen. Mapping screen. My thing is, where do I want to put it? Yeah, I don't think you can put it right. You can't put some of them on the wall. I'm not sure. Yeah, I can just set it somewhere. Yeah, they usually want you to have a table or something to set it, but I'm fine. Well, It does show. Not sure what it's supposed to show. Let's see. Okay. We have been up here, but because of it's like sand falling everywhere. Don't really do too much in that. That's where we started, because that's where the water is gathering. That's the ship we went into. Here, I think it's that one right there. That's either the kind of lifeboat thing that I made, and one of them is also a drill, which is probably full by now, but I just haven't done anything. Haven't went over there to see. I have been over in that area. That's interesting. Not sure if it's worth the 15 power it uses every second. Got some more beans. And drink that water. Now I can put some stuff up. Put the iridium. Didn't give me any of that before I used it. Magnesium. Cobalt. And most important for right now, silicon. I think it's one of those, 2 of these, and 3 titanium. Or not titanium, iron. Now I need to put super alloys away for right now. We have seeds. I do need to make another seed. Oh, whatever. I need a squash, so I will need another food grower. And for that, aluminum, iron, and water, which is not bad. It is right here. Turn it around. That way I can actually access everything to it. Put our squash in there. Because it did say I needed a squash for the is it the algae? Nope. Eggplant. It was one of them. Had plenty of these. Of course it picks the thing that I can see why they do, because eggplants don't give you a lot back. It's one of the lower kinds. But I can use that, so. We are almost at 50% of liquid water to lake. Now I could up that even more by doing another heat rocket. Need to do actually another pressure. I always keep hitting the wrong button. I'm terrible about that, actually. So for that, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more. Need the iridium. If I remember right. Yeah, that's right. And that, and what else? That's food. Wrong way. Come on. I'm terrible with remembering these. Super alloy. That's the one. Should remember that. I have so many. Okay. So we have that. It's one of those, I kind of wish you could access the rocket thing down here so I could see it. Otherwise I have to go all the way back up here just to look at what I need. Magnetic field protection. tracks iridium asteroids, gives global generation bonus by protecting the magnetic field. Pressure multiplier 1000%. 2 silicone, or 3. See if I can scavenge it up a little bit. I hate to just keep using my store of silicone that I have in there. I know there's a lot that spawns around. It's just taking the time to get it. See if that uranium is still in the wall, or if it's still in the wall. But luckily now I do know it stays around a little longer. I wasn't sure how long it would spawn for. I had heard people talk about it, and they said that the stuff from the asteroids would despawn. I wasn't sure how long. So, at least when it's glitched outside the map, it stays for quite a while. We'll put it that way. There we are. That's another one. It's one of those, you have tons of it until you don't. And then you just don't. So. I looked onto it being around the base, actually. That's one of those, I need to remember I have a jetpack. I need to use it. Flower spreader. Now the thing is, I don't have flower seeds, and it said to put seeds inside of it. So that will be interesting. Okay, silicon, and we need super alloy. Let's see what this costs. Grass spreader, flower spreader, fertilizer. Okay, I think I need some algae with that, which is only 40-some%. Oh, wrong one. I have to remember it's through here where the heat is. Regular fertilizer requires algae and bunches of eggplants. So I will probably want to try and do more food growers. At least 2. That would get me an extra amount of them. We need magnetic. Which of course we'll send off asteroids as soon as it gets up there. It starts almost immediately. Yay. It keeps hitting that wall. See, it happens in about the same area. It's right there, right there. And there's that other thing of rocks next. I should wait for this to despawn some if I can. Just because there's no way I can get up there. Or can I? Ah, I can. Nice. Jetpack for the win. And that's the main. It's under there. It's one of those things, it's wedged under there and you just can't get it out. See, I don't think there's too many more. sure there's probably some in that canyon. But I'm always kind of afraid to go in there just because I get lost so easy. And anybody that has watched me play other games could back me up on the fact I get lost so stinking easy inside canyons. Okay, we got those there. And let's see. Got all that in place. I could probably use several of them. Some my last aluminum. We are gonna have to go for an aluminum run. And no water because I don't use that much. Probably should fill it up anyway, just because this thing spawns them so easily. Okay, we will build a second one. Let's put it in the corner. And we have, let's see, eggplant. We have plenty of them, which is good. I don't think I have access to any second food grower. It's a recycling machine. Breaks down components into their core components. I haven't found too much that I can say I would actually need that. Yeah, see right there, the heat is only 28 when I get the high-powered thing. So rockets are definitely the way to go. I think we did the biolab. We have the biolab and the biodome. That's those two. Has the other things on it. Vehicle station. Create vehicles and its upgrades. I don't really need a vehicle right now. I'm doing surprisingly well on just my feet. That requires fertilizer as well, but it only does 5 oxygen a second. Okay, what's our beans at? They're at 71. And I still have quite a few. So eat that. Need to check and see. That is 2 iron, titanium, silicon. Okay, so we got that fine. Now we need aluminum, since we literally used every bit of it. It's not appearing inside of that. Can't go up here. It's one of those, I think you have to have solid ground below you for that to really work. Because I was watching people play it a while back, before I had bought it, and they tried to fly over a ravine with it, and it just sunk them right down into it. And they were very confused, because they figured that jetpack means you can fly anywhere, do anything. And it wasn't exactly that. Gotta have something below you. There's another one. Now these must spawn, because I don't remember it here. I would say that it does. Nothing back here. Ah, need the aluminum. All of it. I know there's some back out here. At least there was. Put it that way. But there's also sulfur. It's one reason why I put my stuff out here. some oxygen. I'll check this. I'm not sure if it's... yeah. Can't do sulfur. We'll take that silicone out of there. Now this is osmium, if I remember right. And it was melting. It's one of these things, it was... there's ice in here, or was, and at certain points it melts away. These break at 15 heat. That's when they start melting. It's melted quite a bit, thankfully. I'm assuming this is probably the same, if it's going to melt. Yeah, it doesn't say. I'm assuming it's probably the same. Get some air, and we'll go from here. Just to see if there's any more aluminum in this area. Now this over here, this is the walls that I mentioned before. Oh, there is a couple of these. And that was because I had already scavenged that one. Except for the single thing I left in it. I will take some of this stuff. We'll leave that there. Now I'm not sure if it's backing off. I'm assuming not. I think that maybe turns into water. Not 100% sure. So I do not need all that iron. Can fill it up with other stuff. That one did have a chip in it, so we can see what see if it unlocks something good. I'm hoping I'll get something like, you know, advanced food grower. I think it just speeds it up. It doesn't do more. Oh, another one. Except that one didn't have anything in it. Let's take out the more precious things and leave the common. Some of the more harder to find materials, for sure. And because it's kind of sulfury and hard to see, I had passed that and I never saw that container there that I know of. May not have remembered it. It's a lot faster using the jetpack than it is to run. It's a little bit more noisy, but it is faster by a long shot. Nope, wrong one. Water. And we have seeds. And we have food. Now, we have plants, but we have a lot of them anyway. So it kind of gets to the point where you wonder how many of these I should use. 250, 2, 3, 2, 150, and then the basic. Come on. Okay. You can stop that anytime. Let's see. Can make another locker. Be a secondary that's the back of it. There we are. Let's put plants in that. Nope, 2. There we are. Ah, so close. I was hoping it was done. Not quite, though. Yeah, we'll just put all this away. Don't need that. Definitely put away this. I have a bit of a stock on this, but nothing wrong with that. We can chew through stocks of things so quickly that it used all of our iron. There we are. Now let's see what we can unlock. Code. Vehicle. Not precisely what I wanted, but we'll see. Okay, the heat is at 9. The biodome is 12, so that's the tree bark. Let's see, that's a flower spreader. Does a lot of oxygen. Also costs a lot of energy though. But it does more plants. And we're not doing anything on insects or animals as of yet, so. Yeah, it's the algae stuff probably is what we need next. But for that to happen, the eggplants need to grow. I think the beans are just faster. Okay, let's see. All we need is an eggplant for that. So that one should be close, ready soon. There we are. Okay, super alloy, plastic, and magnesium. Luckily it's all together. Now this, we actually have to go back over here, get some water. Now that our base is almost lakeside. Oh, there is uranium. There we are. Well, it does stay around for a while, because this was back from when we did our rockets. Not bad. Okay, it says we need to do it on surface of the water. That would be right here. Okay. So that will give us a boost to that. I know it has things on there where you can gather the algae. It may be something I have to wait till it's 100% done. Let's see. It's 50%, or 54, almost 55. Let's see, biomass is going up. So it's 2.13 G a second. Which kind of sucks, but considering we just have one thing doing it, it's not too bad. Let's see, power, we have plenty. There. Yeah, biomass and plants are going up together. It needs 80, so it's going to be a while. Need 20 for the second generation, or tier 2. Algae generator. That'll just depend on getting the eggplants, because I have enough energy for right now. Get some more water. That works good enough. So basically, as soon as you can get one of those, definitely go for it. Because you're gonna need it. Okay. So I think we've... Yeah, we need algae for fertilizers. So until that does it, I can't really do anything else until we get these eggplants going, which they're not even going that far. Let's see, the heat. I mean, the oxygen is going up really nice as well. It's at 1200. Well, only thing I can think of now is we probably need to explore. I know there's several of these larger ships I haven't been in. I went to the one back there, up on the hillside. Ah, there is a storage container. We have a rod in it. Plants, food. Oh, that's all. Good one. See if I can find some more. I know I found that gold one before. Just by going with it. So. Haven't been over this way very much. It's kind of desolate, so. Interesting. And there we are. They'll kind of let me know, because I think I can see it from across there. Yeah, I can see the base, so. One of those. Two of these. And iron. Basically just getting back. That's ice. Okay. We're getting back our stuff that we made. We got for the safety pod back there. That way, if I need to build another one, I can. It's kind of an icy area. I shouldn't have gotten all that iron. So I just got an extra one from that box. Okay, I cannot see my pod. So what I like to do is I like to make them just within range of the other one so I can see it. basically have all that, so. Now that one will stay as of right now. I would rather have the iridium, the rod, rather than just the iridium. There we are. Just as long as I keep the 3 I have, I'm fine with that. Put another pod up here. That's iron. Yep. Yep. Right there. And you always have oxygen in here, which is something I'm really grateful for. To think that I would have to make a power generation thing every single time would drive me insane. And luckily there's enough resources around it. I don't have too much trouble replenishing. Nope. Just enough to be full. Okay. More exploring. It's an aluminum cave and sulfur. Well, now I know where I can go to get a bunch of both. That's all there is. Now sometimes, yeah, like that, they have the 400 flower. And to me, as long as I have the 400, why would I not? I think the only thing better is the, was it the golden seed, I think it is? Which is like the best for oxygen stuff. That's another 400. Yeah, we'll use that. Okay. That's pretty cool. Now I know where to go for aluminum. I've always had that trouble not getting enough. Now I know I can find it up here. There's boxes everywhere around here. That's what I thought. Oxygen. Yeah, okay. I mean, I know our inventory is full, so we're basically just trading out anything that we find. But it still never hurts to explore. Now this, I think you need explosives. Can be destroyed with explosives, yeah. You can see the ice is melting. At least some. Does it say on it? No. So it may just be a icy biome. Oh, water right there. Oh, some right here too. Yeah, it doesn't let you have too much upward thrust, which is fine. I kind of expected that, but it's good to know. There's food. Oh, there's another another rod. Definitely need those, because each one of those is 9 of the other. So it'd be stupid of me not to take it. Those. That's power. Okay. Does not say I can delete any of that. Biodome. Ooh, what's that? Can't do anything with it. Okay. We're getting a little low on the oxygen. It's like I said before, when I stream this, I panic whenever the oxygen starts getting low. Especially if I'm too far away from everything. Because the first thing I'm thinking about, where's the thing? Where is the thing? And I forget. So I'm going to build another one over here. Oh, it's just what I thought was getting ready. Oh, come on, I want up here. Yes, it's critical. Shock and awe. At least it's on the tip of this. That way I can see it for quite a ways away. Go back and replenish our stuff. Okay, so we got the iron, titanium. Which is funny to be gathering that because that's precisely what is the plate in my arm. And so any game and it says something about titanium, it just seems weird when I see that. So I'm thinking, that's what's in my arm. Okay. Assuming that will be a waterfall. From the looks of it, it'll be like a stream, and then probably a waterfall. If I remember right, somewhere around this big thing there should be another, basically a life pod, so to speak. Right there. Right at the entrance of it. And it's got stuff in it. It's got food, iridium. I'll take that. Not bad. We got a lot of stuff. The only thing I kind of wish it had on it, I wish when you got to the crafting that it would take everything that you had, if you had it, from your storage. And you don't have to have it literally in your inventory. I wish it would kind of draw it from that. But other than that, I mean, it's a great game. So it was definitely worth what I paid for it. Let's see. Got those. Did find that. Uranium. More plants. Shock and awe. Let's see. Okay, it does not change it. Okay. Aluminum. We have way more seeds. At some point, technically, I will have to start rejecting seeds and going for something else. So we got that. Not ready yet. That one's ready. Close. Okay, we can check that over to plants. We got, what was it, about 3 kg, I think? So now I can build another one. Let's see. Yeah, I'll say the biodome requires bacteria and stuff, so can't do that as of right now. We need the algae. Let's see, we only have 1. Grow faster. We're at 3. Come on. Let's sit there and talk at it. That way it gets the the air or whatever that can convert. If it can. Who knows with these things? Sit there and judge it until it grows. The more you judge it, the more it'll grow. If only that would work. Okay, so we'll do 2 of those, 2 of those. And let's see, magnesium. And some water. Which I actually need a 3rd one to keep with me, since I took my other one. And just now we're looking for that last. Finally. Okay, now we need to go to a water source. We can build some more. I can see that it's actually doing something. There's little plants. Nice. Okay, I'm gonna go over a little bit farther. I don't know if it matters, but I just want to do it in a separate area. Kind of spread it around a little bit. There we are. Oh, not ready yet. Okay, so that's the algae sample, I bet. 45%. Okay. Oh, that works. So after we get the algae, then we can start doing other things with that. We'll have to see what all there is. Because we need to make fertilizer. That we can start doing the flowers. And that'll do a lot of the plant growth, and if I remember right, plant growth has something to do with actually making the oxygen. So I eventually will get to where I don't need to actually breathe the oxygen, or to replenish my oxygen. It will just be in the atmosphere. Which I think might be one of the next stages after lakes. So, I mean, it takes a while. Let's see if we got the stuff for another rocket. We'll do some more heat. Was it uranium? Yeah, iridium and 2 uranium. Which we found like 4, so. Nope. There we are. So we have the actual rocket. So it's 3 cobalt and 2 super, which we have none. Two of those. Ah, not enough magnesium. It's one of those, if you have it all, you're doing something wrong, to be honest. Always got to be at a deficit of something, it seems. Need magnesium, which I think it digs up here. So, yep. That's gonna take it all. Need that for the super alloy. Ooh, I need another to make a third one. It was an unplanned one, but I have most of it, so. And do that, one of them. Let's see, was that 3? The magnesium back. Yeah. And that should give us a, say if we do heat, that should do, what is it? Yeah, right there. Uranium, that's the one. I knew it was one of the rockets. Special stuff back. Right there. Just on time. Let's see where this one hits. Same place. At least it's predictable. Let's see what there's the other one. 2 more. It's way up there. Yeah, there's probably very little chance of that actually flying down there. Yep. And it's gonna be over there. So to me, that would make sense that there is a certain amount of them over there as well. Oh, we're pretty close. Next to me. That's funny because I'm like pushing it. Don't think you're really supposed to be able to do that, but I did. Yeah, I can't push the big one. I tried. You kind of, I guess that's considered reaching underneath it and grabbing it. It still looks funny. Let's see. Ah, right there. Too far away. I can't reach it. I got it. Seeking for tonight's good because uranium glows. Okay, the only other... there was one up there, but I doubt there's any way that it landed. Got it. Okay. I did miss one. Oop. Oxygen. I'll be so glad when it does its own oxygen. Be lucky if I don't start blacking out. I am. You can hear it. When you hear that heart something, get ready to black out. 1, 2, 3. 2. Okay. See how many rods we can make. Craft 100 items. Well, that's one way of doing it. Okay, make another rod. Okay, so we got 4. At some point we will have to make another power thing, so it'll be another generator. And 70. Beans are done. Now the beans give so much food that I'm not having to rely on anything else so far. Okay, so we are at 3,000 PK a second. It's moving up pretty good. It definitely affected the liquid to lake ratio. It was at 50 some. Sent up a rocket, now it's at 75. It's definitely moving up faster. So, okay, the terraforming is up at 38. Biomass is at 18. Let's see, heat, we need 41 for the next drill. Pressure, it just is glass, which is fine. It has to be 100 before I get the next extractor. Actually, with the pressure, I haven't been doing very much. I mean, I made some drills, but to say that I'm doing a lot for it, I'm not. Okay, the oxygen. Could use some more oxygen. Yeah, the grass spreader, which I need because of the biomass from the algae and all that. So it's going to be up to that. Let's see if those samples are done. There's Danny D.
Cool. I can do magic. I can cause chaos.
Yep. Pretty good. Let's see about these. Yay! It is ready. So it's gonna start probably again, hopefully. Yes, you did make it. Perfect amount of time. Now these I just put down, so they won't be that far along. Yep, 49. Okay, so we have samples. We have algae. Which, as long as it took, it's worth it. I should be able to make stuff now, hopefully. How's it going today, Danny? I'll have to make an algae thing as well. See if I spelled that right. A-E. There we go. Let's see. Jetpack. Backpack. Got all that. So that'll be the next level of crafting will be it. How's it going? Not too bad actually. I took my quail out of the house today, which they was long overdue, but I had to make a pen for them. So took them outside, put them in their pen. They were eating and staying on their little, it's a, I don't know, it's like a compressed fiber mat that we put on there, so because we have them on wire, so I give them something to sit on so that way their feet don't get sore. We have had that happen before. That sounds like fun. Oh yeah, I'm pretty anxious to see how things go with them. We have the normal colored ones, and then we have a blonde one, and then we have a silver one, and then we have what they call pied, which is kind of brown and white all at the same time. Should have made TikTok videos of all that. Unfortunately, well, let's see. I could do a video. I was gonna say I have no signal out of the barn because it's a metal roofed barn, so there's no signal whatsoever as soon as I walk into it. So I can't stream it or I can't do anything. I just have to take a video with my actual phone. But yeah. Farm TikTok, feeding the animals. Uh-huh. I could do that with the goats and sheep. Well, it's goats and sheep, because there's only one out there. It's just the ram. I've taken the female and her baby into the barn. Kind of put them up separate. Just because. Nah, I can't do it in the barn because there's too much stuff in there, truthfully. Taking care of that? Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah, the mother got to where she didn't want to eat. It kind of scared me for a second. I mean, she's old, and that's something I was worried about. She's 13, and her mother was 14 when she died. So we're like, we may or may not have too much time left with her. So I want to make sure that everything was okay with her. Now she's starting to eat just fine. I think it was the feed that we had. We had gotten a new kind, and she did not like it. She specifically wants the molasses in the kind that we usually get, and she will not eat, literally, unless she gets it. So once we figured that out and actually gave her the right food, and she figured out that it was the good kind, she just gobbled the entire thing up in one day. I'm like, wow. So all she was doing was a hunger strike until she got what she wanted. And I'm like, you have a baby, you know I'm going to cater to you. So she decided she wanted that feed. And of course now everything's fine. So she's eating and everything's wonderful, and she's not looking skinny anymore. It's like, come on. Just throwing a tantrum. Everybody else was eating it. Didn't have a problem. But her. But she's my baby, so she gets whatever she wants. She's one of those, I told them she was born on the place, she's gonna die on the place. So there's no getting rid of her. Even if I have to cater to her a little bit. Other than that, it's fine. But it was interesting. So far we've taken out the, what was it, 24 baby chickens, I think it was, that we had in the house that hatched out. It's time for them to graduate, so they went out to what they call a brooder box. It's 3 walls of it is solid wood, and then the back of it has slats on it so air can flow through it. And then we have a large, I mean, it's large. So it's actually, I guess you would say, too big for the baby chickens, because they look like they're just a tiny mob in this corner, and it has all the rest of this out there. So when they grow, it's one of those, they can stay in there till they're almost grown, which was the whole point. And we took them out, what was it, 2 days ago? And then yesterday we found a snake in the barn, and it was eating eggs actively. It had an egg in its mouth, and so we had to deal with that. Because unfortunately, once it's done with the eggs, it might decide it wants a fresh meal. So we didn't want that, especially all the time we took to hatch out all those baby chickens. So we dealt with that situation and got rid of it. It'd be different if we had like mice or things like that. We welcome, you know, a snake to come in there and take care of what the cats won't. But when there's no mice out there and it's just going for eggs, it's a little slippery of a slope there. So we don't put up with that, especially not since it was next to Mom and she freaked out. So I got rid of that, and then today I took the quail out, and let's see, I got geese left in the house. We got 10 of them. So we don't have a place for them yet. Mom wants me to keep the 3 biggest ones because I've handled them, and so they're like super friendly, super talkative. I pick them up, and they're bigger than my hand, and they sit in my hand. That's the next build. Yeah, we have a pin out there. It's a small, not too small, but it's a I guess you call it a cage, but it's a wood base, and we put wire on it, and then we have wire on the 4 sides of it and the top. It has it's a metal top to it that you can open up. So yeah, sounds like it might be meteors. Yeah, they're just a storm. So yeah, I'll probably be reworking that one, and that will make that into a goose pin for when they get bigger. Because geese, unfortunately, being a waterfowl, they are incredibly wet. And all they want to do is play in water. So we can take them out there, and we have rubber pans, and we fill that with water and stick it in there, and they splash around and just go crazy. So yeah. Well, unfortunately, it's because of the background. Yeah, it's this, you can't hear it because of the storm. Let's see. There we are. Should I turn that down? That is still loud. Okay, there we are. Plan closed. I'll do that for right now. I mean, I don't need a lot of background. But yeah. Now my mic is up as far as I can take it without peaking. But the background wind noise is terrible on this whenever it does a storm. So yeah. Sound like game is in the beginning of yellow. And your voice is mid. Exactly. That's precisely what it was. There. Now we basically have just the music. 91%. I need some more of that. Okay, that's better. Well, since I keep finding these chests, I'm gonna go over here and look, because I know that there was there's some uranium right there, which I need. There was a ravine, and on that ravine was where I found the gold chest before. But yeah, next will be the goose pin. Now I have their parents, and actually their mother is sitting on eggs. So we may be adding to our flock, I guess you would say, if she hatches any. Because I'm not going to leave them out there with them. We have too many predators around, so we'll be taking them. Really, she wasn't supposed to start sitting. The idea was I would gather the eggs And then we would hatch them if we wanted to, and I would try to sell some of them because people are going crazy wanting eggs to hatch. And she just decided she was going to sit. She didn't care. So, just like a goose. So, she's got like, I would hate to think how many, because there's 3 of them. And I would hate to think how many eggs are under there. Because she's the only one that's sitting. The other girls are still laying. So they're adding to her thing, and I can't get to them because Big Daddy out there, which we call Houdini, because he escaped first thing when we got him, he doesn't want me in there getting eggs with his woman. So he's never attacked me, but he is made some threats. So I just decided I was going to let her hatch out some, and we'd go from there. Generally, when they hatch them out, they'll let 1 or 2 hatch out, depending on how they do it. Sometimes more than that. And then they start getting antsy, and they start wanting to take the babies out. And all the eggs that are left are just left on their own. So the idea is, once she gets out and leaves, I'm going to go in there and steal all of her eggs. And if we have room in the incubators, I just stick them in there and let them hatch in the house, where I can handle them and take care of them, stuff like that. Because unfortunately there are 3 males and 3 females in the pen, and I don't want them fighting over babies. Because all the girls will think that they're theirs, and all the boys will want to make sure that theirs gets to keep theirs. And we don't need a goose war. Okay, so things is almost empty. Read your voice outline of yellow to red, orange, then let's begin. Of yellow and game in the green. Well, I am right at yellow. When I talk, it hits into yellow. Unfortunately, with my mic, if it goes too much higher than that, if it hits red, it peaks. And I've already had complaints of that before, which is why I've scooted it back. So, yeah, I've been through the whole fighting over my voice. It's like I'm doing my best here. Okay, so it does say it's going for iridium. I can turn the music down if it's still too bad. Actually, I'm going to put all of this in my inventory but 1. I'm going to make some rods. You don't use a lot of that. Just so quiet, have to have your stream all the way to hear you. The game is good. Okay. Let's see. How do I do that? Check my mic software. Sometimes, because I have to restart my computer basically every week, or else it shuts down on its own for whatever reason. And I have to bring this up. Just the fact that I bring it up, it kind of resets a lot of the stuff. If that's... let's see. Well, that's maxed. So I do have to watch it because I do have my air conditioner on. And a lot of it probably that you can't hear is the noise gate that I have on it, or the filter. Because otherwise you hear nothing but a wind tunnel because my air conditioner is literally behind me. Sounds better, okay. Yep, I just got to keep an eye on it. Because I got to where I was I listened to some of my videos back, and all it was a wind tunnel of me and my air conditioner. I sound like a pro. That's what other people said when I had it down low. So okay. I'm actually gonna put the super alloy in here now that the things just is almost empty of anything else other than what I want to put in it. Put the eggplant. Ah, we have enough for 2. Shock and awe. See, that's at 30. It's at 30. Okay, now they will grow at the same time. I believe we need this for the algae. Let's see, bacteria sample is there. I think it's fertilizer I needed for the, what is it? For the flower spreader. That's what I want. Flower spreader. So we need fertilizer, which is, yeah, algae. Let's keep it all. And need some more water. I use voice mod and have noise gate on. That's pretty good. No one's ever heard fans, dogs, or the kids playing. Okay. Yeah, so far. Oh, mine's way higher than that. My filter's at like 30 something. And even now I can kind of see just a little bit of it because I turned it up of the fan in the background. But it's very, I think it's sparse is what they would call it. You don't see it very often. It's just whenever the, I don't know, how it does with the wind. Don't hear anything back? Good. Because I could hear quite a bit of it before and I was not happy because nobody told me. They had watched me for probably 2 or 3 weeks and I hadn't checked my VODs. And I listened to it, and it sounded horrible. And I'm like, all these people have come to my stream. Not a person said a word. But that was way back. Okay, so we have fertilizer. For that, we need magnesium and super. So I need to put the algae back that I'm not using. I would tell you, that's good. Yeah, the only people I've ever told me was Ray and Lastras. They came in, that's when I first put up the gate. Because they had mentioned something and I was adjusting the sound back and forth and all this kind of stuff. And they mentioned something about a noise, either a noise gate or something like that. I told me, oh yeah. Yeah, everybody has come through and told me once that I know. And then a lot of other people haven't. So there we are. Now that should be flower spreader. I'm trying to think. I don't think small area outdoors. Need magnesium. Oh, of course. The one thing I don't have a lot of right now. Iron. Didn't know what it was, but said there was something about to blow up. You laugh at it. Oh, that's my fan. Yep. Yeah, that was before. Yeah, I don't know a lot about it. I just know what little I was told from a friend of mine that's a sound engineer. And of course, I haven't talked to him in a long time. Kind of lost touch. So I'm just doing it on my own now. But he was a mega perfectionist. So what I have now, he would laugh at, probably. Which is fine. I mean, if you know your stuff, then yeah, but there comes a point where it's all I can do. Craft your first flower spreader. Oh, so I can do flowers. I wonder if that helps. Because I have the plants here. Let's see, it's the No, it's over here. It's the second one. It has 400. Wonder if that helps as much as it does in the veggie tubes. Okay. Oh, yeah, it does. 644. Doesn't help the plants, though, but it helps the oxygen. So that's good. So now, we can look at our stuff. Okay. Where did everybody go? Well, I know Pickle is getting ready for his stream. Let's see. A lot of people are probably getting ready for dinner. I know Cold Duck Soup is 3 hours behind, so it'd be like 5 there. And I know a lot of people put me on the background when they are doing other things. Because I know Pickle was at a, what was it? A soccer game for his kid. And he was having trouble finding parking spot because all the crazy people. So I know he does that, and he puts me, and he lurks in the background until he's kind of gets ready for his stream. And then he'll... Actually, I can... That's one of those things. Good thing about having Discord up all the time, I can look at his server. Yeah, Nova gets in there like an hour before stream, and he just sits in the VC. So I can see he's over there. I know Cold Duck Soup, it was doing a giveaway today. And well, that's way past now. It was like around when I started, he was doing his giveaway. And I think he's supposed to be shaving his head and beard at some point. Or his wife was. I'm kind of waiting because the lakes thing is at 96%. And I want to see what it switches over to. So all the lakes and everything should be done at that point. Which is pretty nice. I know Meats was in here, but he said he was preparing for terrible weather that they're supposed to be getting. Like baseball-sized hail and things like that. Missed everyone today. It's been a busy day. I can second that. It has been a busy day. Okay. We got algae number 2, which is same thing, only more. That's going to be a massive boost to oxygen when I do a 400 plus one on there. But I need more eggplants for that one. Kid dentist, stream, grocery store, cook dinner, and now chilling here. Nice. Yeah, the dentist. Unfortunately, it's been a while for me too. Last time they took out 2 teeth. So kind of makes you where you don't want to have to go through. They're taking teeth with them when they go. I'm like, is the tooth fairy running short or something? But the one was, it was disintegrating. It was actually broke and stuff like that. Second one they said was halfway there, but it was a wisdom tooth. I didn't care about it, but still. 2 in one day was a bit much. But then I didn't want to go back, so I mean, what else could you do? They said they're supposed to do x-rays the next time I come in. Then there was all the issues with me. I was working that crazy shift at 4 a.m. I did not feel like doing anything. I would come home, go to sleep, and then I would wake up, I would play games for a few hours, and then go back to sleep, and wake up a few hours later, go back to work. It was psychotic. I'm like, why would they have 4 a.m. hours? No sane person is up at that time. But that's what they did. I told my mom if I could find another job that was cafeteria style like that, where I did not have to get up at 4 a.m., I would do it, because I enjoyed it. But who wants to eat at 7 a.m. in the morning? And then be back in a couple hours to eat again? It's like, no, it was a factory. They make medical catheters and, you know, the microscopic things. It was actually good money. I didn't get no benefits because I was a temp worker. So, but the money was good. It's actually the most I've ever made at a job. If the hours were better, I would have probably went to another factory because they said they were shutting that one down. And I told Mom, when the workers leave in droves, I'm not staying around if I'm not a worker. I am a temp. Oh no, I was saying, look, I'll have to look into that. I tried once before to look at it and there was none available around here. I'd have to drive over an hour. You'd be off by 2 or 3. I was off by 2 before, so maybe if it was by 3. Oh, right there. We have reached lakes. And we got a water collector. The next is moss. Now, at some point, they're going to be doing oxygen. They got to be doing oxygen at some point. These beans are growing so fast. Yeah, I would like to work at something like that again. It's just finding when and where is the biggest issue. Okay, we need just 1 fertilizer. Let's see. No, wrong one. I have the actual crafting of fertilizer. Some are 6 p.m. to 2 p.m. Yeah, the one I was at before was 5, but I had to get up at 4 to get everything ready for it. Everybody said, "Why are you getting up that early?" I'm like, I got stuff to do. I'd have to shave literally every day because they would make you wear a hairnet around your chin and mouth if they spotted the slightest bit of hair. So I'd shave every single day, you know, normal stuff, brush my teeth, take my medicine, all this kind of stuff, go to the bathroom. Everybody does that. So it would take me a little while. Then I wanted to get there a little early because they were the kind, they would fire you if you were on time. You had to be early or else you were considered late. So that was, I was always kind of worried about about time there. Everybody said, "Oh, don't worry about the time." I'm like, yeah, you worked here 15 years, you're a supervisor, you're special, you're not going to be fired. Now me as a temp, I was totally replaceable. If you're early, you're on time. If you're on time, you're late. That's my motto. That was their motto too. Except theirs was firing if you were on time. Which I don't know why it was like that. They said it was something in the system and they refused to fix it. That people should just figure out to be early. And it's like, I don't know. But then you couldn't be too early or they'd count it against you and you get fired too. So I'm like, there's no happy medium here. You're either early or you're late. And so I would get there. I always got there fairly early, about half hour early. And I'd wait till I saw the supervisor go in, and I'd follow them in. I'm like, I can't be late if I'm going in when the supervisor goes in. Which worked because I never got in trouble for it, so I was on time. But they always looked at me funny because I said that I would come to work early and I would sit out in the truck and watch YouTube. And they acted like that was some horrible thing. They're like, "Why would you do that? Why don't you spend time at home?" I'm like, because I don't want to be late. Unlike them, who would come in late and then say that they were on time. People would show up to work walking in the door or parking their car at the time they are scheduled. And after 3 warnings, I'll let people go. I could see that. Now, for the most part, I am generally early to wherever I work. Not usually a half hour, I just that because they were so obsessive about it. But I try to be 5 to 10 minutes early. That's what it was when I worked at Walmart. And that worked out just fine. Ooh, got a new message. Haven't gotten a new message for a while. From Riley. Use ore extractors in different areas to extract specific materials, and rockets are really important and help boost your generation of and encrypted. Which I already know that, so it didn't help. Yeah, they said, I think last time, that the company was on to them and they were going to come get them. So I probably won't be getting too many more messages from Riley. They were another planet crafter, supposedly. And I think they were the ones that was saying that you were made to fail or something like that. So far I've done pretty good. I think I may have only died once. I mean, there's basically no negative if you do die on this game. I just don't like to. It's me being picky, as usual. Takes these forever. But let's check the power. Okay, we still got 46. So that's more than enough. Because we did... yeah, 27. That's not bad. Lake water collector. Collects and filters water from the water surface, which is not an issue because I do the atmospheric from the ambient air. Yeah. Don't really care about that one. Heat and pressure. I mean, pressure is really hard to do with this. Okay. Well, since we can't do that right now, we are going to go ahead and leave it here because Pickle's going to start his stream in like 8 minutes. So, let's see. We'll bring up our ending screen, and then I'm going to go ahead and exit out, or else we have funky space music in the background. So, we're going to look through and see if there's anybody else to raid. Just for a quick little raid out. Everybody, Blake is on. I think I raided him once before, and I think it was right as he was ending. So, I don't think he ever really knew that I was raiding him. But we'll go ahead and raid into Blake. He's a regular on Pickle's stream. Let's see. Ducky02. Okay. I'll have to look into that person. I may raid them another time. I'm always on the lookout for people to raid. So I'll keep the stream up a little bit and I'll write that person down and try them again another time. Because there's nobody on and I have to look for people. Alright. For those who are watching and those who are watching later, he's great and they will follow. That's good. I always on the lookout for nice people. I've raided some people before and they were kind of jerky about it. So needless to say, they didn't get a raid no more. But yeah, for those watching, everything is put on my YouTube after whenever I get around to it. It's usually within the same day. Have a good night too, Danny. And of course, if you're on YouTube and watching later, it is on my Twitch. My Discord is on there. I give all of my updates on that. So definitely join that. And with that, I'm going to wish you all a wonderful day. Thank you for watching. And let's raid Blake and see how this goes. He's playing Warzone.